Don't start streaming, start recording. Right. Let's see.
Oh, we're streaming this on Twitch, are we?
No. That would just be. Oh, you've got. You over
The new
past
Critical Role.
over the past 6 months, you've had one viewer, and that was by accident. So, who's going to recap us for last week?
I can give it a go. So, we arrived at Mellifera's Light. As we got off the docks, we were accosted by some bookworm. Can't remember his name. He was like, "Oh, you're expected. You're expected here."
Marcus Char.
Marcus, yeah, good old Marcus.
Thank you.
They're expecting you upstairs. Please come. And then we ignored him for a few minutes as we discussed among ourselves about what we're doing, what our plan is, who's in charge. Tom left Boomer in charge of the ships, which sounds like was a great plan and certainly isn't going to backfire. Or any cannons are going to backfire. The sisters aren't allowed in due to some old pact. I believe Edge discussed potentially them scaling the outside, but I don't think they went with that as it would look a bit strange. People would ask questions. After a bit of discussion, we entered Mellifera's Light. I guess is that what the tower's called?
It's the name of the tower and the town.
Okay, cool.
That's got to make posting things really hard.
So we went into the tower, and as we reached the top, we heard some conversation that I didn't write down because I didn't write anything down. I assume, Alex, did you get it? There's something like along the lines of, "It can't be, not you." And then she died. There's a scream.
Can't be possible.
Yeah. And then we came into the room and see the dead woman who we found out was Mellifera, who apparently came to life in one campaign and then died the next time we saw her. At which point we realised that our man blanking on his name.
Marcus? No.
No, the bad guy.
Oh, Lord Carcer.
Carcer, that's the one. Yeah, the Lord Carcer is here with a ghostly figure of the shackled lady who I think she's called like
The shackled
didn't
lady.
he reshackled or something.
Shackled again.
Going through the
Shackled part
rolls. See if I can see it. Yeah, she seems a little bit off. Like she's not all right there, and slightly her past personality is very different. I believe some of her thing she said was, "This can't be. This isn't right. It shouldn't be like this." As she saw Mellifera's body, and also the unicorn that got summoned via Lord Carcer's grunts, picking up random books and reading them, which Tom also decided to join in on, making himself and Jim invisible, which was a fun ordeal. We also noticed that there is a jeweled skeleton missing a skull and a arm or a hand, which we have somewhere, potentially on the ship. A bit of combat ensued. There's a flaming skull that really likes Edge. Jim summoned a tentacle and did some hentai shit to Carcer. And then towards the end of the session, Tom got a really good punch in, knocking the map piece out of Lord Carter's hands. At which point he picked up and he took a screenshot of, so he always has it.
With his camera phone, yeah.
And it's also in the WhatsApp anyway. So yeah, I believe Edge put down a piece of the map, which has distracted Caster, which he went to pick up. Now my question is, was that piece the original piece we got at the meeting with Jack in episode 1?
Sure. We should have been more clear about which piece was which. Is it? Okay.
So
fine.
I have the bottom left, you have the top left, I think. So
In the absence of us having written it down.
So I don't know if he picked it up yet. I think he attempted to, but there was an attempt at blinding him with the mirrors, which I don't remember if that went through.
It did work.
Was it successful? Okay. But yeah, and then in between sessions, the rolls with Boomer happened. Any additions?
Edge is missing an arm. Carter was so annoyed by his awesome bow skills that he took out the doll that he was using as the threat, the voodoo doll.
Oh yes.
And ripped the arm off.
It was quite.
And then Rick described in quite epic detail how that went down.
Yeah, it was definitely a high risk strategy, not acquiescing to the guy with the voodoo doll. And so yeah, you now have an arm on the floor.
I bet that could go well. Can't that arm go off and do things now in live a full life?
I mean, I don't want to say no because that exact same thing has happened in a previous campaign that I've run. So it's evidently not outside the realms of possibility. But yes, and that is where we pick things up. And so I believe it was Tom's turn at the end of the last session to do his disarming strike, and Lord Carcer retaliated by pulling the arm off the doll. And so as we open, it is time for Lord Carcer to finish off his turn.
Surely that was the end of his turn.
What?
He's done an action.
Doing that.
Yeah.
That's definitely an action.
If I'm letting you
He was
guys
also blinded by the mirrors, right?
No, he was not blinded. He was disoriented and distracted. He was not blinded. I'm not going to let you have a shot from an arrow which did not land a critical success, manage to somehow reflect these mirrors in such a way as to precisely blind Lord Carcer and not melt the flesh off Ratscrub.
All right, when you put it that way. I mean, Ratscrub has quite a lot of flesh, so fine, okay.
Not much left at the moment. 10 points of flesh.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if I'm letting people drink potions as a free action, then that is definitely a free action. And
I've got any potions. Where's my potions?
But a potion heals 10 hit points. Doing that rips off someone's entire arm.
Yeah, and I'd say that
It feels like an action.
I'd say.
Do you think it's reasonable that there's some non-action action that one of us could perform that would result in someone losing an arm?
If you had the right equipment, like a voodoo doll, yes. And,
Where did we get one of them? We haven't even been given a recipe on how to make one.
I didn't give you a recipe on how to make one in the first episode, and also access to an old lady who could make one for you and offered to. Oh, what a bastard deal!
I don't recall that at all. It definitely didn't give it to us in that swamp where we found the crazy skeleton. We were definitely not.
I wasn't there that week. Look, once again, I've been let down. Fine, anyway. All right, Mr. Universe. Fine.
and I was too busy rowing my coffin.
Yeah.
So, Lord
Jim will
Carcer.
cook many food, not voodoo.
Who do?
You do.
So, Lord Carcer looks around and is conscious that there's two of you that he can't see.
Is he also not blinded still? Sorry, just
No,
to
he
confirm.
was just slightly disoriented.
Okay.
He had the sun in his eyes, but it was like a lens flare rather than a blindness spell. So he cannot see Jim and Tom, but he is aware of this tentacle, which is just...
The
Right,
hen.
I was not going to say anything. He can't see Tom because Tom punched him.
Tom did punch him, yes.
I was not going to say anything, but I was like, all right.
You know,
I think failing to reveal that would have resulted in bad things.
Yeah, to be fair.
And so Lord Carcer goes from looking at Edge to looking around the room. All of you surrounded by no honour. You do not keep to your word. Why should I let you leave here alive? And he kind of takes a deep breath in, and he turns behind him, and his jaw unhinges, and his mouth opens wider, and as he lets out a shriek, a swarm of locusts just leaves his mouth and occupies, if I put this on the right layer, and occupies a 20-foot radius area here. And he casts Insect Plague. So I'm going to need both Jim and Tom to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, please.
What does this do? 4d10, so up to 40 damage. And 20 if you survive. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to use my heroic inspiration, which will allow me to roll a new die if I don't like the old roll.
Yep.
But if I do like the old roll, I don't have to. I don't have to use it.
Yeah, you can declare it after you've seen the first dice roll. But I think if you choose to do it, you have to use the second dice roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So switch to automatic. So the con save, was it?
Yeah. Okay, so...
Yeah, I'm going to use it. Fuck.
Oh dear. So, Tom will take full damage, and Jim will take half damage. And so that's 28 damage.
Missing. I don't think I am raging either, so...
Don't think you said you were. No.
You are after you've been bitten.
Okay, so is it a creature when it enters the area first time or ends its turn?
And the swarm is difficult terrain as well.
Of course it is.
That's not me, that's the spell.
Is he full of locusts all along?
Yeah, he doesn't have
Oh,
bugs,
he's
just a bunch of bugs.
He's probably some like representation of the plague or something.
Yeah, so areas lightly obscured and difficult terrain. And that is Carcer's go. Roger, what do you like to do?
So, sorry, tell me a little bit more about what you just said about Carcer. So is he not a real thing? Is he just full of locusts and a cloak?
That was a joke, sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. Thank you.
So Carcer, if we... his face looks... It looks very,
like
very unhealthy. He looks
Excellent.
somewhat undead. You can't see anything beneath his... You can't see what's going on underneath his robes, but they look kind of ragged and weathered. He's got a kind of general look of... these clothes have not been changed in maybe a century kind of look. They're kind of ripped and torn and tattered, but he's not kind of shambling like a zombie. He is walking very ably and comfortably.
Okay, I would like to throw the red liquid out of my bottle of red liquid in his face, please. I think I'm close enough for that to be a thing. And that's the liquid stone stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how can I click it from somewhere, or do I just tell you that I've used it?
So describe to me the manner in which you're doing it. Are you kind of like pulling off the cork and just splashing it in his face, or are you like just a splash, or the whole thing? Basically, I want to know, after this, how much are you going to have left in this bottle for later?
Oh, I'm going to have none left at all, because he's done some bad things to some people that I like. So I'm going to step forward and rip the cork out of the bottle with my teeth as I do it, and I'm going to be right in his face, but he's going to be so surprised because he wouldn't expect little old me to do that. I'll be right up in his face, and I'm going to stare him in the eyes as I throw it into his eyes, up his nose, in his big fat open mouth, and down inside his cloak.
Okay. So,
Plus he's blinded, remember, so he wouldn't be expecting it.
So you cut that out of the video. You absolutely do this.
What DM's meant to swear at them?
You empty the bottle. And
I'm going to remove it from my inventory before I forget.
this liquid, you may keep the bottle itself if you can have an empty bottle with that.
For memories, yeah.
Well, you never know when you might need a little cork. This bottle, you just fling it at him, and this substance just covers him, and he is taken aback, and he doesn't know what this is. And then, after it starts seeping under his clothes, you see him just brush some off his face, and then he looks you dead in the eye. Boy, you try and play parlour tricks with me. And he licks his finger. Thank you. I don't know what you
Did you just throw a healing potion at him?
I don't know what you thought was in that bottle, but it invigorates me. I feel strong.
Bad DM.
Thank you, foolish boy. Maybe I'll let you live for my own amusement. And it would appear that what you were told by someone who looked an awful lot like Book was a potion of liquid stone seems to not be effective.
It's almost like that wasn't a real book, and the real book was on the other ship with us.
I am going to let you have that as a free action, because
good
I
job
had
I
a
didn't
feeling
drink
that was
golden
what was
liquid
coming
then.
next. What else would you like to do?
Can I just ask a question? So if somebody was to ready in action, like an attack, if then an ally got in range of them and they happen to be a rogue, would that attack include a sneak attack? So, for example, if Rat Scrub said they're going to ready in action for when an ally gets in range of this current enemy to attack them,
Yep.
would that provoke sneak attack?
100%, yeah. Yeah, you
Okay.
can have a rogue ready in action until someone else comes along in order to get that sneak attack. 100%.
Okay. Tom's going to be hoping to get in range of Lord Carcer on his turn, if you wanted to do that, either of you rogues. He's hoping to be able to stand here.
I'm a bit scared about my health points, to be honest.
Unless you want to do something else and you weren't planning on attacking, that's fine.
Okay. We're not on anything wooden, are we? No, we're on stone.
No, it is stone floors and stone columns.
There's a lot of books on the floor.
There are a lot of... If you're thinking of setting fire to stuff, there's... Which, you know, is a likely default. There are lots of books around. The floor is much more strewn with books than the map shows.
This has a very pre-Christmas energy about it. Just remember there's something on the floor we don't necessarily want to burn.
Do you mind just check? These bugs are 20 foot, right? But they look like 30 on the map.
20-foot radius. So it should be even bigger. Thank you.
No, it shouldn't be. No, it's perfect size. Don't be any bigger.
5, 10, 15... yeah, it should be... Whoop. Whoop. There we go.
Okay, cool. I can still get out.
Okay, so I would quite like to douse the space between me and the arsehole that didn't get petrified with some oil.
Yep.
And then as a bonus action, I would like to light said oil with my candle that I have in my inventory.
Okay. Are you getting out of the way?
Yeah, I'm just going to step very gingerly, not very far away, just to there.
Okay, so...
The flame is going to be sort of where I was.
Okay, so let me put a small amount of fire. Tiny fire. That's what we'll do. Tiny fire there. I'm guessing slightly more on Lord Carcer is the intention.
Yes. Thank you.
Where was the oil put? Was it just thrown at him? Or was it poured on the
So
floor?
it goes on level ground in a 5 foot square area within 5 feet of myself. So it was on the floor as I stepped
I mean,
backwards.
you can put it at his feet if you want.
Yeah. Yes, please.
So
That would look hilarious. Just...
okay, so let me just double check. So
And as I took a step backwards, I said, "Fuck you."
I really love the idea of, oh shit, they're putting oil at my feet, but I can't do anything because it's not my turn. Shit, oh, they've lit it on fire. God damn it.
I've got to wait for an entire round before it gets back to me. What is it? How big's it going to get?
Yeah.
Okay, so-
If you post the oil in chat, it will say the damage that it does when it sets on fire.
Yes, I have a feeling
I only know
it's
because
2d6,
it
isn't it?
happened on Sunday in
how
my
do I do
D&D
that?
game. There should be a speech bubble next to the oil.
I clicked
There you are.
everything but, sorry.
5 damage when a creature that enters the area or ends its turn there.
5 damage. I feel like 5. Would that be 2d6?
Right, now hang on.
Are they
A
doing
creature can
average?
take this damage only once per turn. Is that his turn or every player's turn?
One kind of round. One turn.
Oh,
is
round
one
of
round.
turn then.
Starting from your... It's basically starting your turn and then to your next turn.
I'm going to move this here just so I can still. Okay. Change there, right? You're on.
That was how I lit it, just for clarity.
Okay, so he takes 5 damage, and yeah, his clothes are starting to catch fire, and he looks epic.
Because I'm pretty certain that the red stuff that I threw at him, even if it didn't turn into stone, is probably flammable.
Maybe.
Could be.
Or maybe
Maybe
it's
sugar, eh?
a
Then it's-
fireproof potion that you threw at him, and turns out this fire's doing nothing to him.
I'm hoping it's more like napalm.
Just check the book gave you one potion that sounded like it was good and one potion that sounded like it was bad.
Yes,
And the
because
bad
my
potion turned out to be good, and
yeah,
possibly we shouldn't drink the other potion.
yeah. So my next thing that I was thinking of doing on my next turn, which I'm now not going to do, was I was going to give you the potion of vitality in the hope that it would help your arm. However, on reflection, I think I'm not going to do that. And if I offer you something, don't drink it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh.
I have a feeling they might have been backwards. Maybe the other potion is the stone one.
So interesting.
Yeah, but I don't want to accidentally give Cars a flipping vitality, do I?
What if it turns
I
into
think
a
you
golem?
did. I think that's what you just did. I think you just threw the vitality at him. I think Rick is probably fair enough that he would have let it to be that we could figure out that they're backwards. Bit of metagaming there.
Let's see what happens
on
on my next turn. Who knows?
There were clues. So you have. So that's been your action, bonus action, free action, and you've done a bit of movement as well. Is that your turn?
Do you still have your cunning action?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I'm assuming that was to.
Oh,
Cunning action is a bonus action.
Yeah, the tin
cunning
box
action's
is my bonus
additional.
action.
Oh, so you have action, bonus action, and cunning action. You can use all three in a turn.
Is your cunning action not a bonus action?
I was going to say, cunning action is a bonus action.
cunning
I've
action.
used tin
Is
box.
it?
Yeah, your cunning
Yeah.
action
Oh,
takes
right.
a bonus action.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool.
Edge.
I'll put it in there just so you can see it.
Right.
Bear in mind now, so you cannot use your short bow. You cannot use your offhand weapon because you now have no offhand. Well,
What
no,
about his feet?
it's more. It's less. You don't have an offhand. It's extremely off. It's the most off it can be. But yeah, you.
So I could hang on, just to be clear. If I picked up the hand and got the sword attached to the hand, could I now? What was that?
Sorry, the delayed reaction to.
He was giving you a hand.
Yeah, it's a delayed
Right.
reaction to Rick's pun.
So have we established that the hand is on the floor rather than stuck in the sleeve?
Oh no, yeah. So it fell on the floor.
What
Okay,
if you
that's fine.
replace the skeleton's hand with your hand that just got chopped off?
Right, no, we're not doing that. But thanks. So, is it reasonable that some sort of single action could be used to scoop up the arm and the piece of the map?
Yes.
Excellent. And then, given that's happened, how far is Edge allowed to move?
Oh, you can move your full movement.
And if you don't use your bonus action, you can cunning action dash.
Are we calling that a bonus action? The picking up of...
I'll let you have that as a free action, picking something off the ground.
Cool. How far can I move in one turn then with my full movement? And
So if
the bonus
you are, the maximum you can go would be 90 feet.
90.
Because it's your movement, your dash, and then cutting action dash. That would be the absolute maximum that you could move.
Can we go back to the geography of this setup? If Edge were to, for example, run and jump towards a window, how likely is it he'd land in the water?
Dead.
From what, like 300 feet
So
up?
it would be.
Just asking, I'm just checking the parameters before I start making decisions.
So because I'll tell you what, I'll put it on screen so that you can see as well. So the thing about this is that it tapers up.
Oh,
So
okay, fine.
you'd
There's
have
a lot
to
of spiky
get
bits on there as
A
well.
fair amount of that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you got a wingsuit in your bag?
Do you have a rope?
Do you have an accelerant?
I don't think I've got any of these things. What would I do with the rope?
You have a
I'll
drug
probably
that
have a
makes
rope.
you think you can fly. What if your Periton learned how to fly and comes up and catches you?
It's nice to
Paraton's
start
a bit
B.
small.
It's a bit small enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work.
I mean,
I've got results
if it was
squashing
here-
Paraton to death under my lifeless corpse.
I could enlarge it if it was here.
Just a giant baby Peroton.
It would peck at Carcer. Right, okay.
I could give you a gust of wind out the window.
No, we're not doing that. Sounds like I'm going to die. Right, so in 90 feet I can get to the stairs.
Yes.
How likely, obviously this is concurring with the team, which is not necessarily, how likely do we think the stairs are salvation? Or are there just bad guys downstairs? We didn't see any bad guys downstairs. I was doing the baby last week when that happened, so I don't know how many bad people we saw.
There weren't bad guys in the way. There was one guy.
Yeah, the guy that took us up, and there might have been some other like librarian type people,
but we didn't think they were enthralled by.
So what you saw last time was you saw Marcus, who was behind you at the stairs and was kind of milling about on the stairs, and you saw lots of other people
right
on the way up.
Okay, I've got a plan.
You did not have any. You didn't make any particular checks to determine whether or not they seemed to be acting under the influence or have the potential to become under the influence of any other agent.
Right, that's fine. I'm running over there. I'm sort of jumping slightly off the sides, so you can decide if that results in anything happening. And as I do that, I'm shouting, Marcus, the Master has sent me with an urgent delivery.
If any enthrallment was happening and it was a concentration, potential it could have been lost during the fight. So
I'm going to rely on the idea they're still enthralled.
So as you go, that you see Marcus on the stairs, and he turns. No, you're needed. He said you had to be up. You had to be up there. You had to be at the top of the tower.
But no, my good man, this is what I'm needed for. I can't point with that, obviously I can, but I can sort of have the arm under. I don't even know how this would work geographically. The arm's under my arm. I'm holding the scroll, and I'm like, "We need to take this urgently." He said, and I'm not even really waiting for him to say yes or no. We're going regardless.
You mustn't leave.
Oh, balls.
The Master said that you must stay. And you can see him starting to move his hands and then reach into the pouch that you guys identified earlier as maybe containing spell components. You need to be in the room, he said. So that's your move, your action, and your bonus action you've taken.
Right.
So you only take damage from these if you end your turn in them. So you don't take damage at this point for being in the locusts. Although
once the spell, I don't think it can be moved.
I will take a concentration check because of the fire damage. So concentration. Yep, he's fine.
Okay, so the enthrallment must be not a concentration thing, if they are in fact enthralled, because he's just in a concentration spell. So maybe it's some sort of like hypnosis or something.
If it's him.
It's not just a deeper magic, is that a thing?
Oh, that's definitely a thing.
Block magic.
There's definitely mechanics that are outside of the Monster Manual and Player's Handbook, but also
they're all lies.
He might not be the one doing whatever it is that was done.
Oh, fucking hell! Don't put that in my head. Now I have to punch everybody to try and break the spell.
Every single locust.
Oh no, I'm just getting out of there because I read the spell and I don't think you can move it. It doesn't say you can move it on a bonus action. So it's just there.
Yeah, there is no movement to this. It just stays there.
Yeah, so just get out of it.
A swarm of difficult terrain. Jim doing?
Oh, is it Jim's go? Cool. So he's going to take 10 foot of movement to get out of that swarm.
That'll be 20 foot because it's difficult terrain.
Yep.
So it's double the movement to get through it.
Yeah, but I can't move anymore because I've only got 25 foot of movement.
BRB.
Otherwise, I'd be moving further. Is that out or in?
Oh, that's still in.
Right, he'll move. He'll now. Oh wait, so he's still in.
Yeah, that was 20 foot.
So he's going to dash. Well, he's only got 25 foot, so I assume he's only got 10 foot in difficult terrain.
I'll let you
Well,
out.
it's just the movement takes up twice as much. So to move 1 square, it'll be 10 foot instead of 5 foot.
Yeah, so I'd need to move 3 squares, but he hasn't got 30 foot of movement.
Yeah, but no, you should be able to move the next square because that's not into difficult terrain, right? So if he was to move 1 more to the left, that would only be 5 foot.
But it's moving through difficult terrain is the only.
Yeah, I think if you are, you're only out of difficult terrain when you're fully out of it.
It's alright, he'll take a dash action then. So hold on, he's got 5 foot left, and then he's dashing, so he's got 30 foot left, meaning he's going to lose 10 foot now. And then he's got 20 foot left.
Yep.
Jim's going to run it there.
Okay.
And can he shout as a free action? He's shouting out to the skull. It was him, the one that's on fire. He's the one that killed her. It's all wrong, it's not right.
Make me a persuasion check.
I am going to use inspiration.
Oh shit!
30. Was that a nat 20? That's a nat 20 as well.
20.
2 nat 20s actually.
Well, no, the second one
Is
is a
it?
10.
Oh, it's 10, yeah, sorry.
We haven't had a double nat 20, have we?
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, that's so you hear the skull shriek. He killed her. No, light of my light. He will burn. It seems to have had the desired effect.
Excellent. I don't think from these stairs I can't see Roger, can I?
No, you can still see Roger. You're looking down. So these steps go
Excellent.
upwards. Yeah, you can look down and see Roger.
Then he's going to cast Healing Word. And he's just going to say, "Look sharp, boy." Oh, wait, hold on. He's going to cast at 2nd level. Which did jack shit. Literally,
You rolled-
all 3 ones.
Yeah. Do you not have the...
Well, you're 20 though, right?
Oh, no, that's cleric, isn't it? Not.
Oh, wait, hold on, though.
What are you? Oh, you're warlock, aren't you?
So, is this an attack roll?
It's a spell. Spell. Just a spell.
I was going to say, because I've got lucky, when I roll a 1 on a d20 on attack, ability, or saving throw, I can re-roll.
No, doesn't count. Because if it was something that, because it basically automatically hits, if there's a d20 to determine how well it hit or whether you hit it or not, then you could use lucky. But because this is just about how much it heals, you can't use lucky for that.
Fair enough. Oh well, 6 points of health, Andy.
Okay. Lovely. Now, this flame skull. I could be so mean right now. So this flame skull is hovering up, and it turns its focus to Lord Carcer. And even though the whole thing is just a flame, its eyes seem to burn with intensity, like a greater intensity, when it sees Carcer. It does have Fireball in its arsenal, which would be the most effective way of dealing with Lord Carcer.
I mean, he's already on fire.
What's the AoE of that, out of interest?
Quite a lot.
Roll to die.
I think it's about the same size as the locust, right?
Yeah.
20-foot radius.
So that would be too mean, and it was very clever and well done that you turned the flame skull against it. So the flame skull is going to move. Gonna hover down here, and is going to do 2 fire rays on Lord Carcer. So this will not hit everyone else. It's just Lord Carcer. So that's a miss and a miss. So you see these, out of each of its eyes, just this bolts of fire come out. Lord Carcer bats them away, but he looks furious that you've turned this thing against him that up to now was just kind of a bit unsure as to what was going on. Now, the reshackled lady still has her hands over the body of Mellifera and is looking up at the unicorn. We could try if we work together to save her. We could try. It would mean too great a sacrifice, surely. And they seem to be having this back and forth, but the reshackled lady is very focused on Mellifera and is not paying a huge amount of attention to Lord Carcer, despite Lord Carcer every now and then calling out to her. We have the Lord's Enforcers. So this one here is going to whip out his pick and is going to attack Roger with a war pick.
Put your health on, Roger.
Yeah, you got healed 6.
Okay.
Sorry, was that when I was having a wee?
Yeah.
So 21 will hit, and you take 8 piercing damage.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge to halve that, if that's all right.
Okie dokie.
On top of that... No, you know what, never mind.
And is that action? Yes, that's an action, so we can't do that. And this one over here is going to try and stop Edge. And the best way he knows to do that is to pick up a book. And so we roll the D100.
Hooray!
And that is a 23. I should have sent this round so that you guys could see what was what number.
Oh, no, it's far more fun to wait. We trust you.
And watch the joy on Rick's face.
Oh. Nope, that's useless. That is a damp squib. What's within 30 feet of him? Square root of bullshit. Yeah, it does nothing. He had the ability to infuse someone with magical resistance, and that has done nothing. So he's going to hop down, and he's going to make sure he doesn't fall down by doing a little Dexy save. He's alright. and then he's gonna scuttle the rest of his movement towards you. Unicorn is not going to do an awful lot. Tom, as you're about to take your go, I mean, just through this swarm of locusts, you just hear in the back of your head, "Don't worry, my boy. I have a feeling help is on the way, imminently. Maybe even in about 6 seconds. Hang in there."
Okay. So, question: is that movement going to be 30 or 25? Can you see the thing when I'm moving it?
Nope, I cannot see anything.
Okay. Let me ruler it then. There.
So that'll be 10, 20. That'll be 30.
Okay. I shall use my movement to go there. I will then second wind, which gives me tactical shift to move an extra 15 as it's half my movement. So second wind 1d10 plus 5 level, so 1d10 plus 5. Yep. So 6 healing. And then it gets to move 15 more, so gonna move to that. Now, my plan was to be in melee range of this guy, so you could both get sneak attack on him, but he moved. But I'm here now. So yeah, second wind is a bonus action, so I still have my action.
It's punching time.
Yes, punching time. So, all against Lord Carter. I'm going to start with that one. Yeah, so this one. Miss.
Oh dear.
But I can extra attack due to that having nick without using my bonus action with another light weapon. Which one? Hold on, let me just put that in. Is this light? It doesn't say. Fuck me. I can't remember which of my other weapons is light. Is a mace or a hand axe? Do you know which one's a light weapon?
Hand axe will be like.
Hand axe, yeah. Okay, so then that one. Hey!
Oh!
Grenade. Oh, do you want me to roll again in case it was a double crit?
If you do, I'm going to make you roll the 1 again as well.
Okay, yeah.
So roll the 1 for the 1 first, and then for the. Okay, yep.
Yeah, no double crit or double fail. Let me change it back to automatic.
So is that 8? 8 damage?
Yeah, only.
I feel like it should be more. Did you roll crit damage?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, plus
2d6 plus 3. I rolled an 8. I rolled a 4 and a 1 plus 3. And then extra attack. What are we feeling? Are we feeling bludgeoning or piercing against this guy?
Bludgeoning.
Alright, I'll do this one. I miss anyway. So 8 damage.
Okay. So, Captain, you have one last chance. Hand over your map pieces, or I swear by the ladies, you'll die in this room. Is that the end of your go, Tom?
So he replied saying, along the lines of, shall not we? I don't know how to put what I'm thinking into words. Like, so he wants us to join up with him, but he has not given us anything to go by to say that that's the right thing to do. So I try to put that to words.
I mean, he's offered you basically to help you get that big pile of treasure, a legendary treasure. Be a lot easier with him as an ally to get there.
Yeah, but he's clearly evil. He just spat out locusts.
Oh yeah, he's so evil.
It's just say, over my dead body.
Do not say that I did not warn you. And as he says that, you hear from outside just a... And it is the unmistakable sound of a cannon firing.
I assumed it was. Nothing transmitted when you went...
Oh, okay. And you hear,
God.
You hear just the sound of...
Boomer fire himself out the cannon.
And crashing through the window here, you see the hulking figure of your orcish chief gunner with a pot on his head, for he had some regard for his own safety, but he also had very good aim, so he made it through the window. He has a rope tether around his waist, and he lands. Let me just...
Yes.
That one.
Why has he got a rope tether? Is he... Are people going to climb the rope?
Kaboom!
Oh, crikey. And he crashes through the window and lands in a heap amongst the mirrors. And if I can find his token... Oh,
I mean, that tower looks far more in the water than it was before.
I couldn't think of a better way to get a message. Is everything okay? I thought you might need... And then he collapses on the ground. And he seems unconscious.
Okay.
That's a boomer.
You have a
Bloody boomers.
rope now from Bua leading to the All Trades.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it turns out you should have gone to the window edge.
I mean, it's just one guy on the stairs, and you have the high ground, so it's...
Oh yeah, I'm just going to push him down.
Yeah, but he's doing
Have a
some
wee on him.
weird things with his hands. You know, he might be doing some magical shit.
BB.
You going
so
for a wee?
it's now Lord
It's more
Castle's.
whiskey.
Oh, in that case... There's some bits of the mid-season finale that everyone needs to be at the table for.
Oh, okay.
Pee faster, Ollie. Don't wash your hands.
He's not got headphones on, so he can't hear.
I'm sending it to him as a message.
I was going to say, so this is the last one of the year, and then I realised, of course, next week is Christmas Day, and it might be a bit...
I mean, yeah.
Unacceptable.
Do you want to explain that to? In fairness, your mum would probably join in some capacity.
Oh, that'd be epic. Could we make her like a bad guy?
I'm not sure she'd have the right level of flexibility.
She can roll the dice, right?
No further. I mean, yes.
There you
Probably.
go. What else does she need? While we're waiting for Ollie to come back, that game that I posted in Broken Oath the other day, the Dice Dungeons and Danger or whatever it was called, really, genuinely, really, really good. all you got to do, you roll 5 dice, you pair 2 of them off, or 4 of them off into 2 pairs, and they are your numbers to do your moves. And you either fight a beast with them if you've got the right number, or you can move around the map and stuff. It's genuinely, my nephew was absorbing it like a sponge.
Nice.
And the company
What's
have
it
actually
called?
sent. It's called Dungeons, Dice and Danger, or something like that. Hang on, I'll find it.
Got it.
But you get like a playing mat, so everybody playing gets their own mat, and the idea is you've got to kill all the beasts on the mat, but one of you might kill one of them, one of you might kill another one, and you've got a certain number of hit points that if you can't move, you lose. And it's more complicated to explain it than it is actually to play it. But it's really clever. But they're sending the English instructions directly to my nephew because I was like, we had Dutch and French and Spanish and German and some other language I didn't have a clue on. There wasn't any English one, so I had to YouTube it.
He's back.
Okay. So it's now Lord Carter's go, and he warned the captain to give this up, give him the map pieces, and Tom refused. The Carcer said that if he didn't, he swore that he would die in this room.
Jim is visible now, by the way.
And Lord Carcer reaches behind him, and he pulls out another doll.
So I do want to emphasise, so when Lord Carter went, I assume he went and got something from the dead, from our dead relatives or something. Was he looking up people with Tom's name, as in his surname? Because I'm pretty sure I have it in my backstory that he changed his name. So Thomas Marlin is a name that he gave himself.
He was not looking through county records.
Okay.
Once he had a rough area,
He just got all the dead from wherever.
He didn't just gather up all the dead. There was a combination of high-level spells used around locate object, etc. Which, given that he had information about you, he had all manner of other things. As long as he had a rough area, he was able to find such things.
Can we see the rolls on those spells out of interest?
No.
Sorry.
Because they take 6 seconds to cast. So just go, didn't work that time. Do it again. I suppose your comrade losing an arm was not warning enough. Perhaps the rest of you will take this a little seriously. A little more seriously. And remember, I said from the beginning, this is not what I wanted. And he grasps his hand around the doll's head. And as he jerks his hands like that, you all look at Tom and you just hear a crunch. And his head doesn't twist, but you can see the bones in his neck just are wrong.
Oh shit.
And Tom drops to the ground, lifeless, as his neck is broken. With or without your pieces, I will find that book and the treasure. If you have petty ideas of revenge, you'll have a map to find me. The rest of you are without honour. And the locusts disappear. And he starts moving his hand around, and a green circle appears behind him. I'm sure I'll be meeting some of you again. I don't think you're wise enough to stay hidden from me. And Lord Carcer steps out through his portal and he closes. As this is happening, Edge, you're at the top of the stairs with Marcus determined that no, you should definitely be upstairs, and he is kind of starting to look like he's formulating a spell, and then he just stops and seems to snap out of it and isn't quite sure where he is or what's going on. But then some invisible force hurls him against a wall and you hear his bones crunch, and then he's flung down and he falls down the central atrium the entire length of the tower. And behind him, shuffling out of breath, comes Kathy up the stairs. Well, those stairs were a lot easier in my youth. Come now, let me see what damage has happened here. I suspected something like this would happen sooner or later. And at the same time, helped by the fact that Boomer weighs an absolute shit ton, the rope over the course of this time has able to be ascended by none other than Saber Ray, who is not in the tower, but is at the window, looking in. Harpoon. I would not normally do this. I made what I thought was a solemn vow not to do this. But he is the captain. And I will forever owe a great debt to Jack. I can bring him back. But there will be a cost. No, you don't want to be going about it like that. Let me help. I can bring him back. And the reshackled lady is looking up. No. This is all wrong. There are other ways, surely. Better ways than this. You have some methods through which to reverse this terrible injustice that has happened to your captain. It is up to the team as to which way is best. Matty, of course, having casting vote, as it's his character. And I did.
Are we out of?
I did not warn Matty that I was going to kill him as
No,
well, because
no.
I didn't know if anyone was going to die, and if they did, who it was going to be, or if it was going to be everyone. So.
I mean, I thought he'd messaged you and said, I want to play a different character.
As soon as you said that, he drops the floor lightning. So I was like, okay, looking at classes. What's my next character
Are we still fighting?
No, the class is gone.
The Lords Enforcers are looking like they are kind of hoping that you don't notice them there. They're kind of, they've dropped their picks, they've dropped the books, they're kind of just backing off a bit. He's kind of hiding underneath there. They look like they're not threatening, but they are very much still alive. And in fact, one of them pops back out of another plane of existence, where he was for a brief
Forgot about him.
while. So had I.
Bland.
But as he sees the new setup, he also drops his pick. Oh yes, he was a plant. No, fuck yeah, he's a potted plant. There he is. Yeah, potted plant. So, you have Saber Ray. Essentially, it's not. You wouldn't need an insight check to know that she is offering to turn Tom into a vampire, which has its upsides, has its downsides. You have Kathy, who is offering to bring him back.
Do we understand what Kathy's offer involves?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, can I clarify that they're still outside the window?
Saber Ray is, yeah. So Saber Ray is.
Kathy's come up the stairs.
So Saber Ray is over at the window, on the rope that's tethered to Boomer, and Kathy is just gone past the top of the stairs and is making her way over towards the very dead body of Tom. And I want to make this very clear. Tom is not unconscious, Tom's neck is broken, he is dead.
And
But also, Edge is still without an arm.
sorry, and just to clarify, Kathy was fine coming inside the building.
Yes.
Not a sister. Been here before.
Sorry,
When she used to climb these stairs, it was easy to get up
Yes.
when she was younger.
I get you. Sorry.
So Jim would ask, shackled lady, re-shackled lady. He'd probably say, like, what can you do? What can your voodoo undo? What can be done here? Tom needs to come back.
Without saying anything, you hear her voice in your head. They say the blood of a unicorn can help. I don't know how much blood it would take. And I don't know how willing that blood is given.
Unicorn speaks English, though, right? So we could ask it.
Yes, yes. And it
Yeah.
was actually, I will actually send these wild magic tables as well, because the unicorn turning up was also not something that I had planned. But she says that this is something that she thinks could help. But
Is
she doesn't know how much unicorn blood it would take.
the unicorn a unicorn, or is it a person turned into a unicorn that could turn back?
Yeah,
Is that
it
transformation?
It is a unicorn.
It's now a
the
unicorn.
spell summoned a unicorn, and he didn't turn into one. He summoned it.
Oh,
Yeah, this
With
is
a spell.
This is an actual unicorn. The spell he read out made a unicorn.
Yeah, it was this guy up at the top right here.
I thought there were three of them. Have I lost one? Oh, there's a plant. Right, sorry, it's all good. Yeah. Right, okay. So we have to kill a unicorn with possible unknown consequences. We don't know that Jim's had this conversation either.
Jim would have said it out loud.
Unicorn
Gotta
goes.
kill a unicorn. You do that in 1
Thank
hour.
you.
And Jim would look at the unicorn and just say, "Not happening," and he'd walk over to Kathy.
I assume she's over here somewhere.
Let me.
As he's walking over, he'd look at the guards, and he'd just point at one of them and go, "You, later, stay there."
Can I ask, are you pointing at him with your frying pan? I think that would be funny. Or your ladle. I think you got a picture.
Yeah, probably later. Yeah. So Jim would say to Kathy, "Kathy, what do? We need Tom back, and I'm hazard a guess. We also need Malafera."
Oh, you don't need her. She's always just a little little too bookish for my liking. But if you want, I could try. It would take much more effort, and there would be a
What will
greater
he owe you?
cost.
The captain's debt's my debt. What do I owe you?
Why can I not find token? I wish you could search for tokens. Is it really? Oh, I can. Okay, no, I just don't seem to have. I must have deleted it. Well, you don't get to my position by giving away all of your secrets. You just have to put your faith in me. There will be a price. But if there's any price you would pay, why do you need to know what it is? Of course, you could turn him into a vicious, monstrous beast like her over there. Would that be safe?
I don't think she wants this. I don't think Tom wants this. I think he needs to be brought back the proper way. Or improper way. I don't know. He needs to come back.
Tom wouldn't want to be a slave again. Which is the more slavish route? Enslaved to the cosmos as a vampire, or enslaved to Kathy, who's sort of verging on God, right?
She's a lady.
Most likely.
Or would Tom just punch the unicorn?
Tom would have
Taste
probably
the
punched the
rainbow.
unicorn, yeah.
If it was punch the unicorn to receive neck, that might be the thing he'd do.
Question: anything come of the broken staff? Now that I'm dead, where this voice has been coming from.
Yes. There are no. You did not die by a traditional wound, and so the, let's call it, black milky substance has not escaped your body. But as and when, or if you choose to come back, you'll be able to tell what happened to them.
Okay.
But there is no
Okay.
external evidence of anything in particular happening there.
Okay. Cool. Is there like manifestation of this kind of godlike entity comes out and like goes rah?
Nothing like that has happened that people can see.
Also, no one else knows about it.
No one else
All
knows.
they know, all they know, I've got this aura power. That's all they know. They don't know about this voice in my head.
Okay, Edge is going to go over to the unicorn, bow to it, still holding his arm, and ask it politely if there's anything it can do to help.
In theory, yes. I heard the name Jack mentioned. This would not be the Jack of the old trades, would it?
Edge would salute with his one hand. It is.
A name with a long line. In many ways, not just one soul being returned, but many. That would take more of my essence than I feel I would voluntarily give without great, great peril. Tell me, what would you offer me? What would you do in return? What would you do to pay this great gift from this majestic essence I have?
Is there such a thing as a vampire unicorn? Because this is an opportunity for you to be the first. Okay, crazy idea. Just checking. Okay. Jim, back to you.
I like where your head's at. I'm gonna say a vampire unicorn is not impossible. I'd be interested to see to what end you would like to turn. Why you want to turn this unicorn into a vampire?
It's offering the unicorn an opportunity. So the unicorn has a thing.
He said that to the unicorn.
It's got a cost to the. Oh.
So the unicorn dies but gets resurrected as a vampire unicorn.
There's an offer for it. It can be an immortal vampire unicorn. It could be all like death metal and shit.
You can feel that offer being made on Saber's behalf by you. You can feel her eyes burning into the back of your head there. Her offer was for Jack. Jack is the only one she owes a great debt to.
It's a fungible resource, right?
She could be persuaded. It may harm your relationship, but it's a way of
more than losing an arm.
So this essence, what does it take to restore it? Could you stay with us? Could we keep you safe, keep you fed? The best food only, of course.
Yeah, let's recruit the unicorn to our cause.
It would take me nearly a full year to recover from such a payment by natural means.
You'd be treated like a king, like a unicorn, as you should be.
I might be able to heal you faster.
Give me an insight check. Oh, good roll. So, Roger, you'd be able to tell from watching this discussion that when the unicorn is saying, what would you do? The unicorn is less interested in what you would give unicorn. Unicorn's not interested in a reward. The unicorn's more interested in what would you do to make sure that this led to a net increase of good in the world. What would you do to kind of make the world a better place because of this? And what will you promise to do? That's more of the price the unicorn is interested in. Kathy hasn't named a price. She just said that there will be one, but she's basically indicated she can do it like that. And Saber Ray, she's implied that making Tom a vampire would be even stronger and more powerful than he is now. But there
it's probably going to affect her greatly, though, judging on what she said previously to Jim.
She has offered this up voluntarily, but this is something that the way that she's talking and what you already know from the map as well, she would not offer this for anyone other than Jack, not even her fellow sisters.
So, I don't want my friend to be a vampire, and I don't want him to be a slave. So, the only thing I can offer, apart from mushrooms, which don't feel appropriate at this time, would be that when I'm doing my training to be a healer, that I stay on the good side rather than the path that I keep being told I might, should, or possibly maybe will go down. And that's not an easy thing because I really, really like the power that I get when I do those things. But I'd be willing to do that for my friend.
This training that you receive, who do you get training from?
She's called Hecate. That's right, isn't it?
This is right.
She comes to me every third sleep, which feels like forever ago, but not that long ago.
That lady, that witch, is altogether evil. Evil must be purged from this world.
Is he saying that out loud?
Yes.
Casa is the evilest there is. You've seen what he can do.
No. That is too short-sighted of you. Casa is evil, but if you think that is as evil comes in this world, no. There is so much worse.
I only signed up for it to save my friends, if I remember correctly.
You have a good
I'm not a
heart,
bad
boy.
person.
You have a good heart, boy. I will only do this if Hecate dies. What's Matty thinking about this situation? Because as I say, it's very much Matty's character, so he does have casting vote.
Matty's rolled something else.
I mean, to be honest, I'm liking my my Goblin Ranger with the Dragon Rider feat or subclass or whatever it was, the Drake Warden.
So you voted to die?
Edition. Well, I'm thinking
Because if you do,
maybe
you'll
depending
have
on
to make a
which.
fairly speedy decision about your letter of last resort.
Oh, my letter of last resort is for Boomer.
Oh shit! Okay.
I forgot to tell you. That's why I've been including him so much. It's because I.
You know how you took a screenshot of the map piece? Is it possible you could have sent a text when you saw him coming through the window and be like,
I hope Boomer's
Oh,
still
God.
part two
Killed
is
at the end.
mutiny on the all trades?
So yeah, but I'm happy for Tom to be resurrected, and then he's captain of the ship. I take a step back from Tom, and I start a new character
I was
potentially.
going to say, very, very happy if you choose a method for Jack to be resurrected. Jack stays as Jack / Tom, and
Yep.
a new crewman comes forth to step up. In that case,
Yeah.
there is,
Okay.
that's not something I anticipated, but yeah, it's entirely up to you.
I think probably Kathy would be my preference. As Tom, Jack, he saved Kathy from the prison. He feels like she's reliable and has helped him out in return. So he would trust her. He wouldn't want to be a vampire. As you say, it's very slave-like. However, I don't think he would mind. Essentially, what did you say that he
being
would
a slave
be?
to Kathy?
Did you say was that the words you said? I didn't.
No, I said that word.
Yeah, we don't know what Kathy is.
If Kathy
They'd be a debt.
reses, was there a mention that he would be bound to Kathy?
She just
He'd
said
be in debt.
there'd be a price.
There'd be a price, which is to kill Hetake, which
That's
I-
No, that's the unicorn.
Oh.
that's the unicorn's price for giving up so
Oh,
much
that's
blood.
unique. Sorry, the voices all sounded similar. I didn't realise who was talking. But he's all. I'm all for killing.
I can't do offensive
Hecate.
accents. I can't.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
can
I'm not
roast.
complaining. I was just making an observation. But yeah, I think my vote would be for Kathy because I feel like that's the plot line that I'm most interested in. But I don't want to be honest, I'm happy to leave it to you guys as Tom is dead. I think it'd be cool for the rest of the party to decide on this one. But as a player, I would like to follow Kathy's plot line as it would be.
So Jim doesn't know what happened with Hecate in the hut. So he doesn't know how powerful she is. But he does hate her. He didn't like her any time before. And he still would be dubious about actually being able to dispatch her because everyone went in and everyone came out all happy clappy like the rest of the town.
Other than Valerin. Valerin was unconscious and dragged out.
Exactly. It was all a bit sus.
Ed just lost a lot of blood, and at this point, he's probably leaning on the unicorn.
Yeah.
Being like whispering, could you reattach an arm for like, if I just like help out an orphan at Christmas?
You have surgeons who can deal with that, surely.
Yeah, good horsey.
So, have you made your decision?
You've travelled with us, Kathy, and you've proven trustworthy. You're wise, and I understand there'll be a price, but I think the crew, myself certainly, is willing to pay this price to get Tom back on his feet, to get Jack back on his feet.
There is always a Jack, and there is always an all trades. Let's see what we can do here. And she kneels down in front of Tom, and she grasps him by the neck, and with one hand picks him up. And as she's gripping him by the neck, the hand squeezes, and you can just see light coming out from between her fingers. And she looks like she is like kind of excited by this. Like this is like she has not had a chance to do this kind of thing in so long. And you can hear the same crunching as things start realigning. And she drops him to the ground. And there's a couple of seconds, and then you'd hear her and in Captain Jack's head, which will be the last time that this party is aware of what Captain Jack hears. You hear Jack hears. I thought we were done for there, my boy. I thought we were done for. I thought I'd have to leave and fight someone else. I thought that I'd have to start talking like this again.
Is that it?
No.
God damn it, you kidding me?
Oh.
I'm gonna be around for a while. But
We didn't hear that.
Kathy,
Only Tom heard that.
Kathy, it
Jack.
seems, did hear this.
Oh, okay.
You have an uninvited guest in here. How about I put him in a little box for you? And she reaches,
Now I know who he is, yes.
reaches into Tom's mouth violently and rips out this black pulsating mass. And she puts it in a little wooden box. I would keep this somewhere safe if I were you.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere where it won't get accidentally opened. For I warn you now, once this box is opened, all bets are off. And that is where we're going to leave the session. And the 2025-ness of this campaign.
Woo. Yeah.
Nice.
Work
Nice.
team.
So hang on, we've inherited a literal box of Pandora.
Yeah.
Do we get to keep the unicorn?
I hope so. I want to
Jim
keep
is going to be working on that.
Okay, cool.
I feel like we're like Tom's note in the Book of Jacks is going to be the one who founded the zoo or something. Or something to do with the
Jack.
ship of
It'll be Jack and his fucking menagerie.
yeah.
Jack and his ark.
The arc. So are we?
Yeah.
Are we getting a new character from next session?
Well, I'll have a think about it.
I say you have over the Christmas holidays
So we've got
consider it.
we've got a couple of weeks.
But likewise,
But-
it's because Tom/Jack is alive, it doesn't have to be straight away. So if there's other ideas that come up, or something you want to road test, or if you think I'll give it another week, then that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Some things to consider as well. You have a one-armed, headless, gilded, bejeweled skeleton in the room.
I know one-armed Edge.
Edge
Jax.
still
Jack.
has, Harpoon still has one arm. Saber Ray is inwardly enormously grateful that no one asked her to turn anyone into a vampire, which she would have done without a second thought.
Other than Edge, or was it Jim? No, it was Edge who was asking about the
Yeah,
vampire
Jim.
unicorn.
In fact, Jim would probably have messaged her and said, I took it to heart what you said.
I think Edge would have wanted it to not be as flippant as that. It was an options gathering exercise rather than handing out the vampirism. It was more like if the unicorn had been like, fucking yes, I want to be a vampire, then it would have been a win-win situation, right?
And also, another thing to note is I operate a milestone system, and this feels like a reasonably significant milestone. So I think that deserves a level up.
Yeah.
And the next long rest you have, which again you only had one long rest in World about half an hour ago, but the next long rest will be Roger's next lesson with Hecate.
Okay.
In case we are not back in this room, Jim would be interrogating the two enforcers, and he'd be taking that plant pot back using Mage Hand.
Okay,
Isn't the plan pot only for one turn and then it
let
comes
me
back?
just check if it comes back or not. Which one's the...
And Roger wants to take some books, just random books from the floor.
Nice.
He's going to pick up 5 books of different
We've-
colours.
We've also got the shattered lady. We should probably shackled lady. We should probably chat with
Yeah.
before we leave. Maybe we need to come back into the room for a minute.
Yeah, I imagine we'll need to be in the room.
So, Rick, the backup character that I'm thinking of playing, if he happens to be a goblin, and we have Oliver Defax on our ship,
I mean,
how detrimental would that be?
So, that would depend on 2 things. How good your disguise abilities are, and how high you can keep Oliver. You already know that his greatest boast is that he killed Nobed Longshanks, which he was convinced was a a goblin, which was definitely some kind of tall human. So he can definitely be misdirected and redirected as appropriate, as long as there's certain steps taken. So it's not instant death, but there'd be some mildly amusing things that would have to happen to stay safe.
I'll have a think. Maybe I could find some of a race, but I want like a little goofy guy to play as,
Kobold?
and then he has a pet dragon, essentially. So yeah.
Could you be a pet dragon?
Could I be a pet dragon? I don't think so.
Could he be a gnome?
Be a gnome, you could be a kobold.
That's
you
what I
could
was
be,
thinking.
No me.
I would let you be a dragon, an actual dragon, but
Disguised.
this
Permanently
would be
polymorphed.
a very low level, like not monster manual dragon, but like in the grand scheme of things, fledgling dragon.
Like a
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Kind of, but yeah.
Yeah, because where are we? Classes. So I'm going to go Ranger with the Drake Warden subclass, which allows you to have a Draconic Spirit that manifests as a physical form as a Drake. That kind of gets more powerful as you level up alongside you.
Nice.
And I like the idea of having this like weak kind of little guy, but then he just throws his dragon at you. It's very much like a guy in a book that I read. He's a goblin in the book, and he has a pet crocodile that's called Harmless, and his whole goal in life is to make Harmless as powerful as possible, so when he goes to fight someone, he's like, oh, don't worry, he's harmless.
Nice.
I want to make someone kind of based off that.
Excellent.
The book is called Mark of the Fool, which I highly recommend. It's on Audible.
That would
It's
fit.
very D&D inspired.
It would fit a dwarf, because that's A, dwarfish humour, and B, a dwarf might come across a dragon egg.
True. Yeah, because I want the kind of backstory to be that it's a real dragon, not this summoned thing. It's something that he's found and it's growing alongside him, rather than it being a spirit that he's summoned. So it's a flavour. It's
Nice.
a real thing.
Which
What
puts
were you gonna say,
Sedge's
man?
Periton very much into the realm of being a horse rather than a... Which is
And
fine.
at level 7, it can fly. So yeah.
I was just going to say that I've added to my inventory a random red spellbook, random yellow spellbook, random green spellbook, random blue spellbook, and a random rainbow spellbook, all of which are slightly singed.
Okay. In that case, there will be messages over the course of the next. Well, it depends how slow the day is at work tomorrow, which will give you more ideas to what those books are about.
Can we reappear in this room? Because I think we need to talk to the Chapel Lady. I think we need to
Yes.
resolve things with the unicorn. I want to investigate that pool and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mel Farah's dead in the room, which we should probably do something about.
Right, I need to go, so thank you very much. I'm sure I'll talk to all of you before Christmas anyway, but see you when I'm older, if not, because the next time we play, I'll have had a birthday.
Nice.
Big 5-0.
No, not yet. Oh my God, work are doing that. They're like, you're going to be 50. No, I've still got 49 to achieve yet.
A mere sprite of a person.
Yeah, I sound like it as well. Anyway, bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.
I played a Harrigan rogue for us one-shot at ICU.
A Harrigan.
Harrigan was quite fun, and they're tiny.
Oh, that could be fun. Little bunny guy.
Like a borrower.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
that-
looking through some. I was looking at Bogart, but I think that's too goblin-like. I think he would be seen as a goblin.
I do like it when not only do I take players by surprise, but also when someone pushes things and then they die.
Oh yeah.
As it wasn't me.
I mean, it was nearly.
In Tom's eyes, this guy's evil, and he's. Jack hired us to do this job. Jack died, and now new Jack kind of feels like his responsibility to see it to the end. And he's doing this still for Jack, the previous.
And I think now that we know who the successor Jack is, if current Jack is meted until the end, you need to keep Tom safe.
Oh no, only Tom and I guess who's Button? Yeah, old Button. He's the only other person that should know, right? Or is it common knowledge who Jack's spare Jack is going to be?
It is not common knowledge at all.
Okay, so none of the crew actually know.
Nope.
Yeah. Let's hope that Boomer launched himself out too many cannons before now and then. If you really want to stick to the Goblin side, because it would be quite funny, because we've got Goblin Slayer effectively, and then you would go and introduce another anime equivalent. The Verdan are shape-shifting goblins.
Overdone. What's this? AI. AL. Oh, Acquisitions Incorporated. From?
Similar to small Harvells with jade skin about as tall as goblins. They
would look like the Goblin Slayer. Sorry, Oliver Bullock.
Yeah. So.
Incidentally, if it had been Edge who had been killed, what choice would Edge have made?
I mean, the vampiric option would have further deepened the sisterhood, but then it becomes like a sisterhood of vampires. I don't know, that's a bit weird. I don't know. I think Edge might have just have died.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't know, because it's weird to have that coming back from the... It's not like you can do a kind of living will for... Which of the following methods would you allow you to be brought back by? Maybe we should do in this universe.
I mean, now you know about...
Well, yeah, we should have a chat about it. Yeah, don't, whatever you do, let me be brought back by.
So it's the kind of thing where I would say that you've spent time sailing together on a ship. I'd say that that's the kind of conversation that you as
Bands we'd have
characters
had.
could have reasonably gotten to know each other enough about, that you'd know. Like if it was kind of like I hate undead, I hate vampires. That'd be my worst nightmare. I'd rather die. Like if that were the case, crew members would know if they were close to you, or you could decide that they did.
I don't think Edge would have thought about the world in those terms. I think it would be more of a, alright, this is the circumstance today. Still alive, great. Not alive, oh well. You know, you don't worry about it if you're not alive anymore. It's unlikely it would have come to that sort of, that choice. I don't know, maybe you could frame it in a way that meant it was a choice. But
What's weird is that I always wanted to make a character based on Regis from the Witcher series. And Regis is a vampire, right? But good
Lawrence
vampire.
Fishburne.
Sorry? Oh shit! Yeah, he will appear in this season. Actually, I think it's made very obvious very early on.
Spoilers.
Yeah, yeah. It's in fairness, in the books, it gets into it pretty fast.